How's it going, guys? It is Erdeep here, and it's time for episode number 25 of our GM mode with the Colorado Avalanche. In the last episode, we went through the offseason, we made some pickups, and I gotta say, our team is looking good to start off this season. As you can see in the preseason, we went 4-1-1, and we'll take a quick look at our team, basically, and who's stepped up, who's developed, and stuff like that. So anyways, to start off here, we'll take a look at our forwards. And as you can see, it's headed by Ritchie and McKinnon, who both got boosted up to an 88 overall. So they'll be definitely solid players on our team. The only crappy thing is we have to re-sign them at the end of this year. So that is something we have to take care of. And hopefully we'll be able to do that at the end of the year. Also, Andrew Ladd, I think, needs to be re-signed. But he's at an 87 overall, so we've got a solid core of players. Yakupov, Schenn, and Landeskog all at 86, so our lowest on our second line will be an 86 overall. That just shows you the depth of our team. After that, on our third line, we're going to have Ryan O'Reilly, probably Ernie, and McGinn. And then Ferraro, look at that. We signed him at an 82 overall, I believe, or 81. He jumped up to an 84, so he'll definitely provide a nice job at center there on our fourth line. And then LeBlanc and Hartman round out the rest. So as you can see, our worst players are 82. We have tons of depth. If we don't win the cup this year, I don't know when we will. In the AHL, we have Anders Lee, Zach Smith, and a couple other guys. But in case someone gets injured, we have Lee and Smith to step up. So it's good that we signed them for those one-year contracts in the playoffs. Then we have Ekman Larsson with Schultz. Myers, Ekblad jumped up to an 86, so that's good for him. Then we have Tyson Barrie, who went up to an 85, and Stefanelli, who went up to an 84. So our worst defenseman's an 84 overall. Once again, showing the depth that we have on our team. Then we got Conan and Blacker, all both in the AHL. Conan actually jumped up to an 80 overall, so they'll be useful in the playoffs. And then in net, we've got Lehner, who actually jumps up to an 87 overall, and Picard backing him up, so they should both be good. Lehner gets that elite role, so I guess it was a good trade, trading away Miller for a younger and I think maybe now better Lehner. So that is our team. Let's take a look at our lines real quickly. Once this gets back to it, and we can start simming the season. I'm probably planning to sim maybe the first 41 games, depending on how it goes. Maybe up to the All-Star game. I'm just watching the time just to make sure we don't go too far ahead. But as you can see by our lines, after this, during this episode, or I mean after this, you guys can comment if you think about what you think about my lines. We have Ritchie, McKinnon, Yakupov, Landeskog, Schenn, Ladd on our first lines. They got Ernie, O'Reilly, McGinn, and then LeBlanc, Ferraro, and Hartman rounding it out. On the PK, we've got Hartman and O'Reilly with Ferraro and Ernie. So it looks like Ferraro, 90 defensive awareness. So he helps out our PK even more. And Ernie, I think, boosted up to an 87 with 95 shot blocking. So definitely a good player that we picked up, and he's still got a lot of potential. So our team is looking fantastic going into the year. I'm expecting a nice record and hopefully another President's Trophy. But with that, I guess we could start simming. So let's just sim all the way. What is it, like the first 10 games we usually do? So it'd be 1, 4, 6, 9. So we'll sim up to the first 11 games, and then we'll take a look at our team, how they're doing in comparison to the league. As you can see in the preseason, Ritchie had 7 assists in 6 games. Yakupov with 4 goals. Ekman Larsson with a plus-minus of 8. So definitely our team is doing really well, and hopefully we can string together a nice early win streak to start the season, and we can go from there. So the expectations for our team is basically the Stanley Cup. Anything less than that is not a successful season. We should be going for a back-to-back. As you saw, the draft class was actually supposed to be weaker than average. So we don't really have any picks here, so it's good for us to know. But anyways, first game against the St. Louis to start off on the road. And how is this game going to go? It is a win of 3-2. And oh crap, I forgot to turn off the injuries just before this, and look at that, our best player, Ekman Larsson, gets injured. Hopefully if I turn it off, it gets reset, and he actually gets reset as well, so I'll just do assistant coach best lines. But what we have to do is we have to turn off injuries, so if he stays injured, that's definitely a setback, but that's just my own fault. Other players might be injured too, so that will definitely make a change. Hopefully this is going to work. Rules, I believe. Then injuries. There we go. And we'll turn that off. So hopefully Ekman Larsson gets fixed. If not, then I guess we'll have to play the first couple games without him. First month, I guess, or so. And so that'll set us back a bit. But I think our team should be fine. Our team is still very strong. Conan should step up big in that role. But anyways, hopefully the injury report, just let me quickly check. I'm guessing he'll probably stay injured, as he does. So he's most likely gone until November, till the end of November. So that's actually pretty shitty there. But let's sim ahead. We'll see how we do. We won our first game against St. Louis. We have a home and away with them, and we're going to win the second one 2-1. So a nice start to the season, 2-0-0. But too bad that Ekman Larsson is injured for those 6 weeks, even though he shouldn't be. But what's the right? We're gonna deal with it. It'll be a challenge for my team to start off the year. Here, game against the Oilers, we're gonna lose that one 3-2 in overtime, and no goals. I'll just let my assistant coach fix that up as of right now. Then a game against Calgary, who are 0-3. We gotta win this one on the road. And we are going to lose that one 2-1, another overtime loss. So not the best start, although Ekman Larsson is injured. That's the one setback that we pretty much have at this point. Scouting assignment. Let's just take a look at who there is available. Any projected top 5 players kind of thing. OHL, first round, QMJ. I think we might need a defenseman. So let's just take a look at this. We'll scout 6 weeks in the WHL. There we go. And we'll go ahead and keep simming. So that was 11 games, I believe, after that point. So we'll check how our team's doing. Ekman Larsson, definitely a Vezina winner, I think, last year. I think he was a Vezina winner, but there you go, 6-3 wins. So there's our offense coming through in that game against the Anaheim Ducks. But we can't, we really need Ekman Larsson back because he really shouldn't be injured, but I don't really want to restart it. But look at that, our team's still doing fine. 6-3 win. Probably could have been more with Ekman Larsson. In terms of the differential, but look at that. Yakupov, 4 goals in 6 games. McKinnon with 6 assists in 6 games so far. Our team is doing fine. Oilers, a loss there. First regulation loss of the year after 6 games. Here, a game against the LA Kings. How's it going to turn out? We're going to win that one 3-0. So look at that, shutout for Lehner. Nice to see him get a shutout there. First one, I think. First one for the Avalanche of his career. Game against the San Jose Sharks, who actually, look at that, have James Neal on their team. We're going to win that one 4-1. So our team's still turning up 6-1-2. Richie with 5 goals so far, leading our team. McKinnon with 11 assists in 9 games. Holy smokes. Okay, let's take a look at these 2 games. Both home games we need to win against Winnipeg, a weaker team, 5-4 in our division. We're going to win that one 5-1. And then a game against Minnesota, who are actually one of the top teams in the league a couple of years ago, past years. And we're going to lose that one 6-3. But we got a 7-2-2 start. Definitely not a start to complain about. But it can be a little bit better. I don't think we're the top in the league yet. We're 5th in the league. I'm sure with Ekman Larsson we could jump up to the 1st. But Phoenix is pretty much tearing it up. I'm guessing it's because of the Dauphin effect. But Colorado, we're 2nd in goals. 4 goals against, we're 6th. So it could be better, but that's Ekman Larsson once again. Power play 6 could be better with Ekman Larsson. And then penalty kill 17th, which could be also better with Ekman Larsson. So we're 4-2 on the road, 3-2 at home. And let's take a look at how our players are doing so far. Any people not stepping up, we might have to change up a couple lines if we see someone underachieving. But so far, I think our main players are doing just fine. So let's just let this load up, and then we'll take a look at our team. First 11 games of the year. Look at that. McKinnon with 13. Richie with 10. Ernie turning up with 10 on that 4th line. I think he might be playing on the power play. That might be a factor in there. Barry with 9 points. Yakupov, Ladd, all doing really well. Who I don't see, Landeskog not doing too well, 2 points in his first 11 games. But yeah, our first line's pretty much doing well. Yakupov up there, McKinnon and Richie all doing well, so it's nice to see. So we're going to continue simming, and we'll sim all the way until Ekman Larsson gets back, and then we'll see if our team can turn it around a little bit better. So sim the next couple weeks. We'll probably go until halfway through the season. Right now we're 11 games in. It might be like 41 games that we might go to, or till the All-Star break, but we'll take a look at when it gets there. I don't really like to do too much trades during the season. I like to set my team up and go for it all. If there was injuries, we would have to make trades, but if anyone plays GM mode, they know that the injuries are kind of BS in this game. Like, if you're playing good, your best players are going to get injured no matter what, and it's really hard to construct a good winning team. Even if you do great moves, it's just not going to work out that well. So anyways, game against Phoenix, who are at the top in the league, I believe, with Dauphin, leading the way. Look at that, 15 points. And we're going to lose that one 5-2, so Dauphin probably playing even better. But, I mean, we're 9-4-2, no complaints there. Game against Chicago here in a home and away. We're going to win the first one 2-1, so nice job by our team there. And then a game at home on the 17th of November. And in this game, we're also going to win 3-0. So look at that. Lehner, I think, with another shutout. If I saw the wins correctly in the last game. But yeah, nice win there against Chicago. 11-4-2, nothing to complain about. Ekman Larsson should be coming back in about a week and a half, so that's always positive news. A loss here to Carolina on the road. Then we're back at Pittsburgh at home on the Wednesday, and then a couple games on the Friday and Saturday back-to-back on the road and then home. So we got to go to New York on the road and then come back to Colorado the next day. But look at that, a win against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Nice to see there. Ekman Larsson already back. Beautiful. Full line changes. Throw him in there, and I think our team might start tearing it up in the next games. There you go, 3-1 win against the Rangers, who aren't doing too bad this year. Detroit Red Wings, and we are going to win that one 7-4. So our offense definitely is getting a boost from Ekman Larsson being back. He's not fully healthy yet, but now he is, and definitely should help out our team. We've won 2 with him back in the lineup. Game here against the Nashville Predators, and we are going to lose that one 4-1. So we're 14-6-2 with Ekman Larsson back. Just take a look quickly at our team, how it's doing in terms of stats. Then we'll take a look at the standings. I kind of want to see how the AHL team is also doing. But that Ekman Larsson getting injured in the first game for 6 weeks, I think we could have done a lot better, even though we're doing really good. But yeah, as you can see, McKinnon with 19 points and Ladd and Ritchie doing well. Yakupov, Shan, Ernie still not doing too well since that first 11 games. He had 10 and 11, 2 points since then. But yeah, look at that. Ekman Larsson, 3 points already in his 4 games back with our team. So Conan actually was plus 10 in his tenure here. And Schultz and Myers aren't doing too good with -6. So that's not a good sight, but that's what you got to go through. So anyways, let's take a look at the goalies here. And as you can see, Lehner 12-4, solid goals against average. Solid save percentage, and I'm liking what I see from him. Quickly, just want to check rookie skaters in the NHL, just to see if there's any players that are really tearing it up here. Some young guys. McDavid, so he's still a rookie in this one, 86 overall. There's some guy named Stefan Mueller. Just going to take a look. Look at that shot. Oh my goodness, this guy might be tearing it up. I think he was playing in the last year, wasn't he? Yeah, he played 20 games and 9 points, so not too bad. He might be a really good player to have. Ty Ratty not doing too bad, 74 overall. Hopeful, this guy was like a 4.5. There you go. Power forward, left wing, not too good stats right now in shooting and that kind of stuff, but he's still playing pretty well, I guess. Some 68, 79. Hurdle's only 73. Says Jones still at a 77. He's already 23 years old, but sole developer. I think he'll probably hit around 88 to 85, top out around there. Rookie goalies real quick. Bartosak, just taking a look. Pickard's probably the best one still. Pickard's been a rookie for a while. He just hasn't played the amount of games in a season that he has to get to this point. So anyways, we'll sim a couple more games. Right now we're 22 in. Let's just say we sim to like 30 games. Look at that, 17-3-1. Holy crap. Anders Lee and Nobles are playing really well there. But if we want to get to 30 games, we need to sim 8. So there you go. That'll be right up to there. And then we have a string of like 8 games in 2 weeks, which is kind of tough on us. 6 days break there, but we'll have to face it. Anyways, gaming here against Winnipeg on the road, and we are going to win 3-1. Nice to see that. McKinnon with a couple more points for him. Game here against Dallas, who don't have the best record, but look at that. Duchesne, we traded him away for Ritchie. Ritchie turning up. Duchesne, I think, is still stuck in an 86, and we're going to win that one 3-1. So, like I said, Ekman Larsson, definitely a big turning point for us. In this one, a scouting assignment, I don't know, I swear I sent him to the WHL, not to the Extra Liga. It's just weird that they haven't like really kind of looked at that, but let's take a look at some defensemen here. Elite. Second round, we might have a couple draft picks later on, and there's a couple guys here, so we'll scout in the SHL with defensemen. So I think it was right here, the 30 game mark. And if we rush through this, we can probably get this episode under 20 minutes if we get to like 41 games. Here, game against Boston, they're 11-9-3. We're going to win another one, so we're starting to go on a little. We're starting streaking this month. I think we won 2 so far this month. And a game against the Tampa Bay Lightning, who aren't a bad shabby team with Drouin, Stamkos, and McDavid, and we're going to lose 3-2. So I think in the next couple of years, it's going to be us and Tampa Bay pretty much neck and neck with them having Drouin, Stamkos, and McDavid, and we're going to have guys like McKinnon, Ritchie, and Yakupov helping out our roster. And then a game here against the Canadiens, which will win 3-1. Then a game against the Devils, 11-11-4, so they're not doing too good. We're actually going to lose that one 4-3, so that's a little weak. Game here against the Habs, who are 14-12-2, and we are going to hopefully win again, this time at home, and we actually lose that one 3-1, so two losses in a row there. And for 30 games, Hackett actually has more wins than Miller. That's surprising. Game against the Senators, and we are going to win 3-1. So nice to see. We're 19-9-2 so far this year. I don't know where that is in the standings. Should be top 10, I'm guessing. Third in the league, so solid there. Toronto actually leading it, surprisingly. But we're not too far behind. We still have a good chance. If we had Ekman Larsson from the beginning, I think we'd do a lot better. Goals against, we're second. Goals for, 7th. Our power play, 13th now, and our penalty kill is actually 28th, surprisingly, considering how good of a power play we actually have. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to just keep on simming till halfway through the year, and then we'll go from there. So 6, 9, and I guess we'll sim these 2 games, and that should be enough for this episode. Then I'll ask you guys if there's anything I should move around. I think our team is set, basically. I might move Vlad because he is a bit of an older player. Another loss to the Tampa Bay Lightning, so they're going to have our number this year, and then win against San Jose, so that's not too bad. But definitely what we want is here against Phoenix, Dauphin. Can we stop him? We weren't able to stop him last time. We do here. We actually shut out Phoenix. So nice to see there from our team. But Ladd is a player, one of our oldest players, so we definitely have to trade him away. Another game here against Phoenix, home and away, and this time we're going to win as well, 3-2. Look at that. So we have around 6 more games to play before we end off this episode. Game here against Vancouver. We're 15-13-4, and we are going to win that one as well. So we're starting to put up a little win streak here. Team's looking good, 23-10-2. Not going to complain at all. And Braden Shen actually leading the goals on that second line. McKinnon, though, with assists. We might have to shake up a couple lines. Let me know who you guys think would work better in what spots. Maybe with like the playing styles and that kind of stuff. I think McKinnon and Yakupov are both playmakers, so we might put up someone else on there. But I think everyone's pretty much similar playing styles between power forward and playmaker. But anyways, I think there's about 6 more games till we actually finish off this episode. So game against the Wild here, losing record. We got to win this one, and we're gonna actually lose it. Unfortunately, there, so 2 losses in a row, I think. Game here against the Blackhawks, 22-11-3, tough game, and we're going to win that one 3-2. Nice job by our team. Yakupov and McKinnon still doing pretty good. Ekblad with plus 18. Lehner, 22 wins on the year, not too bad at all. Here a game against the Predators. We are going to win that one 3-0, and that's another shutout for Lehner, so he's turning up. So 3 more games till the end of this episode. Next up is a game against the Minnesota Wild, who we lost to last time. They're 14-16-6, and we should win this one hopefully 4-1. No trade offers, that's fine. Continue. 2 more games, both in Ontario on the road. First against the Maple Leafs on a Friday, then on Saturday against the Ottawa Senators. Back against Ryan Miller, who we traded away for Lehner. Here against the Leafs, and we lose that one 2-1. Leafs are actually doing surprisingly well this year, and Ottawa not doing too shabby either. And hopefully we can end this losing streak, which we do with a 2-1 win. So there you go, our team, 42 games in to the year. And let's take a look at how our team's doing in terms of stats, any line changes. We could change up if someone's underperforming, throw them on the first line with, like, let's say McKinnon, or throw them down on the third line, put up someone else. So I'll let you guys let me know what you think. Anyways, let's take a look at the points here. McKinnon tearing up, we'll keep him on first line. Richie, Yakupov, all doing well, so I guess we'll keep them together. Ladd, Ernie might need a bump up to the second line, because Landeskog still isn't playing well. We'll throw him down on the third line. I know second line's not working, so we got to change something, right? Yeah, Hartman's still up there, pretty much all good. Ekman Larsson, 13 points in 24 games so far this year, not too bad at all. In net, Lehner 24-9, Pickard 2-5. He's not doing too well this year at all. Maybe just not getting the goal support, but there you have it. Our team is looking okay so far to start off this year. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. And there you go. We're second in the league, but Toronto's pretty much running away with it, 28-5-7. So we might not win the President's Trophy, but hopefully we'll be able to have the best record in the Western Conference and solidify home ice advantage throughout the playoffs if we do end up getting that far. But let's take a look at quickly what are my options now. Quickly, contracts, as you'll see in a second, the expiring contracts in the next year. Main ones to re-sign are Ladd. Braden Shen also will have to re-sign, definitely. Ferraro, I don't know, I'll see depending on his overall. LeBlanc probably will let go. Conan will keep for an AHL if I can get him for $1 million. But then we have guys like Richie, Ernie, McKinnon, and Ekblad that we all need to re-sign. We'll have $30 million to re-sign these guys. So Ladd might be a tradable asset if we could trade him away for like a prospect or something, and I think our team will still survive and do well. But I'll leave that up to you guys. And he's already 32. If we could trade him away for something now, like a 4.5 star, like that hopeful guy or something, let me know to take a look at that. Let's just take a look quickly at the options that we have for forwards that would be able to replace Ladd. Let's just really quickly take a look at here. Any forward, let's say 25 years and younger at 4 stars at least. So I don't know if we have too much options, but there goes the trade value. I think from here is where it would start. We could Yakup's on our team. Other than that, Berchi might be able to go after him for Ladd. He's at 25, making 4.985 per mil per year, which isn't too bad. Scheifele, hopeful might be an interesting character because he's 4.5 potential, and he's already 77 overall at 19. So he's an interesting guy. So I'll leave that up to you guys. Hopeful, a couple of guys, Toffoli, Schwartz, Ryan Johansson. We could trade guys like this, some people that could actually step up and help out our team immediately. So I think if we're going to do that, it would be someone like Berchi or Scheifele. But if we're looking for long term and you guys think we could win with this team that we have, then Hopeful would definitely be a solid replacement for Ladd. So let me know, guys. That'll be pretty much it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the trade deadline and stuff like that. And we'll see how our team goes on its journey towards the playoffs. So hope you guys enjoyed episode number 25 of my Colorado Avalanche BAGM mode. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.